Hello and welcome to Herman's RV Holidays. I'm Ads and this is Zoe. And we are live from Hythe, is that how you pronounce it? Hythe? In the southeast of England, right near Folkestone and Dover, that kind of area. And what a glorious weekend we are having. It's there's no cloud in the sky, unlike just a few days ago when we come back from the Peak District on our Canada reunion, where it was always cloudy. We had mud about this deep. We had struggles getting Herman and all the other motorhomes out of the campsite back then. But today, this weekend, this spring bank holiday weekend is going to be glorious. In fact, I've had a yellow weather warning on my phone telling me that Monday is a scorchio.
Quite hot now though, isn't it?
It's breezy, it's quite breezy, so apologies if you're getting a lot of wind, noise on the mic. Like now, it's very windy. How is everybody doing? Like I said, we're doing fine. Let me just check the comments. Is that a comment super chat? Oh, no, that's fine. Great, okay. So, what are we doing here?
Not a lot.
Why are we live streaming today? It is very windy. Oh, it's the travel channel. Who travel channel. He's just texted us actually on the announcement saying he might not be able to make it, but he's there. Great. Hello. How is everybody? And this app, it can be annoying when the comments just disappear. So Rob Cludge says hi, and so does Dalboy. And Zoe gives us a wave.
I feel like I'm far away. I could be all the way over there.
Now, can you hear Zoe? Am I coming through? Are we coming through loud and clear?
There's a table in the middle of us, isn't it?
Or you know how it's pronounced. It's disappeared again. All good. Great. Excellent. And there was a few things I was going to talk about, and I have now forgotten. I haven't gotten a list or anything. Hot and dry near Tetbury. Well, it's. I mean, just drinking water at the moment. Oh, barbecue later on. Remember that.
Well, we won't need to remember. It's when we get hungry, isn't it?
Yeah. So, enough of this nonsense. So later on, why are we down here? Now, you asked me why we
I said,
chose
why did
here.
you choose this campsite?
Now, we're quite near Dungeness. I say quite near. It's probably an hour drive, but we're nearer than we are at home. Anyway, so I was thinking that this is many months ago now. We'll come down here for, we're not ventured down here, we're looking for something to do this weekend, and somebody at work said that they had been to Dungeness and around the area, and he said it was it's very nice, picturesque, that kind of thing. Of course, there's the power station. I think it's nuclear. There's 2 power stations, but one of them is not used anymore, and the other one is shutting down this year, I think I read. So I thought, well, we've never been down here.
To a power station in this heat.
I thought it'd be very nice to just come down here. We've not been here before. We've been to Dover. But
normally when we're going to France, isn't it? We're going to
yeah,
Dover.
so we kind of we stayed at Dover and saw the castle and whatever some time ago. But I thought, well, not been here before. It's just a 2-hour drive away. So I thought, let's go and venture to see what it's like. Hi, Posh Cats. How you doing? Now, one thing I should continue. Now we've got quite a few viewers on what. I have to apologise first of all because I don't know what the quality is going to be like, and also, so we're using my Wi-Fi that I have in Herman, which is just a not USB, a 12-volt adapter thing, which has got 4G technical stuff, blah nonsense now. But I'm running out of credit, so when that runs out, the campsite Wi-Fi isn't that fast. I've tested it and it looked a bit blocky. So if it does go blocky, apologies for that. And that's the reason we're not plugged in anywhere. We are free roaming Wi-Fi 4G at the moment. Right, back to where we're going. So yes, I'm hoping that tomorrow we'll go to around in the area of Dungeness. Now there's a little train in Hythe. Hythe? Is it Hythe or Hythe?
I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it.
Hythe.
Yeah.
Hythe. And there's a train, a little miniature train that travels all the way along the coast. And I thought we might do that.
Okay.
I don't know about, of course, parking.
Yeah.
That's always a problem in a motorhome, right? So, yeah, that's something we might do.
Okay.
And apparently there's some pubs along the way.
Well, that's always a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah. I haven't actually said where we are. We're at Dale Acres Caravan and Motorhome Club site. And it is Hythe in here. It's really packed.
It's amazing. There's a bit of grass.
There are some pitches which aren't being used, but
ones, isn't it?
generally it's quite. And the car park's just over there, and that's packed as well. The car park. When have you ever seen a campsite car park full? But
lots of visitors, isn't
yeah. So, what is everybody else doing on this lovely? Is anybody having bad weather or not so bright weather? I can't believe it's like Saturday, and we came back Monday from the Peak District, and it was just cold, windy, wet. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had a fantastic time with everybody. So he's gardening in his glorious sunshine. And yeah, so last week we went to the Peak District. I'm editing that video now. But before you see that, next weekend I'm going to release the one where I fix our step. I fixed the step, everybody. If you remember from our Colchester video, the step didn't work. But now, due to my expert skills and handyman ads here, I managed to fix it.
Has that video gone out yet? Or
No, that's what I'm saying. It's next weekend I'm going to be releasing that. And then Canada Reunion one, if I get round to actually editing it. And Douglas Rigby says, why not get 2 bikes or tandem bike for 2?
Oh, that sounds a bit hard work, doesn't it?
You heard it from me, not me.
It's too hard.
Heard it from Zoe, but not me.
Cycling.
Yeah, it's very.
I can't really see very well.
Can you not?
Bright.
Oh, I just missed that message on. Hello. Come on, message. There we go. I remember the grumpy Colchester. Yeah. Thanks, Posh Cats. That was a bit of a. I was very grumpy then.
When was that?
Colchester.
Oh, you were. Unbearable.
Because this has got to be the first sun we've had while we were in Herman since the go around Scotland and the NC 500. If you take a look at all the other video, we went to Brittany, and that wasn't really terrible weather, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't sunny. It was always overcast.
Summer yet, have we? In a way.
Yeah.
We just had that 1 week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And that kind of leads me on to something else I want to mention. So last year we had 2 holidays. We went to Brittany and we went around the NC 500. And I've had a video released every week, and that was my goal, was to release a video for a week for at least a year and see how long I can keep it going. And so far I've managed it since I think it was June. Almost done that, so that's a really big bonus. I think it's a good thing to do. would like to get more out, hence why I was starting to do the 3-minute Thursdays. But we ain't got a holiday this side of summer, and not a long holiday, just the weekends. We booked up lots of little weekends or long weekends. Colchester was one. The Canada reunion was another. This is another. So I'm kind of running out of material. Not ideas. I do have a few ideas I want to make videos of. And the recent ones, of course, they are some of those where we've been going around in Herman and telling you how we got into motorhoming and all that kind of thing.
Look at this lovely
yeah, nice big 6-wheeled motorhome coming in, gold. And I was just wondering, you know, what is it you'd like to see? Of course, what I really would like to do is actually get into Herman and go travelling and show you where we're going, what we're doing, and all the sights. And there it goes. You can see it. I'm going by. But what other things would you like to see? Yes, Douglas. I'm saying that we've done the NC 500. Did that last year.
Are you not aware of that?
You must. Why can't I see the? There you go. There's the messages. Right, let's just go back to a few of the messages. Oh, Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Sorry, Bob and I can't be with you for the live stream as we are in Morvich with only a 3G signal and it fades on me. Off to Harris tomorrow, weather permitting. Really? You getting? Oh, we got glorious weather here, Bob and Jenny. Any other messages I've missed? No, I don't think no. Although NC 500 or so last year. Well, that's when we done it. Ireland, Germany. Yeah. Well, this is it. You see, our next holiday, the one we're planning for, which we haven't got much of a plan just yet.
No, there isn't.
Just a month. Oh, you booked some holiday off.
I know. I booked the holiday, but I don't know where I'm going.
Well, we don't know where we're going yet. it is. It's probably going to be somewhere north. Well, I don't know, north of
Or I think
North
Europe,
Europe.
or maybe France again, aren't we?
France again? I don't know if I want to. I would like to go to France, but not.
Because we're going to the Hythe Fest in September. It's kind of in that direction, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know if we'll go to France again. Not that there's anything wrong with it. So, I just missed. Oh yeah. So somebody just said up here about the bikes.
Oh yeah, we've got to bring the bikes.
Now, does anybody have any? Right, yeah. So these places that everyone's listing, Anglesey and North Wales is very nice. There's a huge bee flying around. So I'm getting lots of thingies here. So yeah, so it's not so much the destination; it's the fact that we're only having one holiday this year. We're going to be using up all of our holiday doing these odd weekends. Hythe Chill, for instance, and the Hythe Fest coming up in September. So we only got enough time for one holiday, and that means I'm not going to have much content for you guys to watch. So yeah, I'm going to have to start doing something else for content. Not too sure what yet. I do have an idea, so watch out for that. I'm going to have an idea of well, it'll be live, kind of live, and it'll involve Herman, of course, 24-hour Herman television. What do you think of that? So that's one thing, but of course, I mean, so destinations though, Portugal, that kind of, they're probably too far for us to go in 2 weeks. Spain, too far, and if we went by boat, it'd be too expensive. I think we mentioned all this before, haven't we? Really?
Yes. You've got a limited length of time.
You've got a limited length of time, and that's the other thing that's been playing on my mind.
Oh, yeah.
I really would like to do this full time. I don't mean sitting in streaming to you and drinking water. But
Lovely.
you know, doing the touring, showing you where we've been going. I mean, that produced loads of content, and I'm sure you guys would enjoy it. But yeah, that's a bit of a something I really would like to do, and I think Zoe would as well, wouldn't she?
Yes, I'd go along. Make up the numbers.
Mm.
Yeah, she's like that.
So I've missed a load of messages here. Let's take a look. Portugal is nice. Metz. Where's Metz? That sounds German. Metz. Is that Germany? Port Merin, North Wales. North Wales, I've been to a couple of times. Don't use a Tesco voucher to pay for the ferries. Thanks for that tip. Well, we normally use the caravan club or the camping and caravan club discount. Usually quite good. Oh, talking of discounts, I don't know if you know this. Good tip for you guys. If you're going to go on the M6 toll for any reason,
Oh
and you're motorhome and caravan membership, then flash that and you get a huge discount. Well, it was though, wasn't it?
It's about 50% off, wasn't it?
It was. I think it was more than 50%. We paid like £4, and it was like £12 to get
Yes.
to get Herman
I
through.
think it depends on if it's weekday or weekend, but
Oh, does it?
I think so.
Oh yeah. So Carlos says just take the ferry to Bilbao.
That's quite long though.
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
expensive. I think we looked at that. That was like £800. So £800, you can go to New York twice for that, and back. Well, it didn't cost me much to go to New York some years ago. Coupled with the Tesco credit card, you don't even need to shop in Tesco. I wouldn't shop in Tesco. Do you know what? Actually, I wouldn't. We normally shop in Sainsbury's.
Getting expensive
Yes.
though, isn't it?
For 2 people, 1 week, over £80. It's just ridiculous. All we're buying is like 8 crates of beer.
You.
7 bottles of wine.
Your whiskey.
Anyone from YouTube watching the app, the you know, when they fade, that's just annoying. Port Merion is pretty interesting, where they filmed The Prisoner. Well, that's going back some, I was gonna say years, decades. Marco says weather looks amazing. Who needs Portugal? Well, you could get this lot longer in Portugal. Video ideas. Oh, here we go. Posh Cats camping. We need some tips and practice at. Well, I'll scroll there. We need some tips and practice at finding places to park when shopping, sightseeing, as we end up driving past our planned stop, mainly due to Bertie being 8 metres long. Are they ideas then? Posh Cats camping. I don't know if you can. It'd be a very short video if I made a video about how to park a motorhome, wouldn't it? Or would it? I don't know. Do we find a problem with parking?
I don't think you do, because you do it quite regularly.
Park it anywhere. Oh no, I think Posh Cats is referring to the actual process of finding a place to park,
Oh,
rather than actually parking.
Right, yes, if you go into the city and yeah, they do have, sometimes they have camper van parking areas, don't they?
Hi Ian, where are we? We are in
Dale Acres.
Dale Acres.
Caravan and Motorhome Club.
That's right.
Near
Hythe.
in Kent.
In Kent, south of the country, right near the coast, right next door to Falmouth. No, not Falmouth. I got that wrong last time.
You
actually.
get everything wrong.
I do. It's near. Oh,
Ashford? No.
what's the port up the road? Dover and
Dover. It's amazing we actually get to the place we want to go to, isn't it?
Wait there.
Wait there. Entertain yourself.
Yeah, entertain them.
Hello, folks. I feel so far away. I should move a bit nearer in, but I'm getting a bit sunburned. Here he comes. He's doing his Oh no, he's got the map out.
Right, here we go.
Here we go.
Folkestone. Oh, let me find us. Let me find us. Come on. Oh, there. So we're just there. You might not be able to see that, but you got limp. How does she pronounce it? Limp. As in, you got a limp. But it looks like Limpney. Limpen. Actually, you can see it from the reception area. There's a castle.
Beautiful.
Just over there. It's probably about a mile or and a half away, or something like that. So that's something that I hope to take a look at sometime this weekend. Right. So there's Hythe or Hythe. You're not going to be able to, I know what's going to happen. You're not going to be able to read all this. It's too much for the YouTubes. But there's Folkestone, and then down here is Dungeness. And there's a railway line that goes all the way along there. So that's where we are. I hope that is helpful.
Clarifying.
I think you're right. It was a 2013 map. Yeah, the world doesn't change that often. I should know. I've been in the same company for 21 years.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? 21 years I've been in the same company. Maybe that's a reason why I kind of want to move on. Yeah. Right. Well, Folkestone. Thank you, Simon. I think either I missed that or it's too late. Sorry, Mr. Start. Where are you? Right. Peter Langdon says, stay in Burford in the Cotswolds, directly opposite Cotswold Wildlife Park, and close to Bolton on the Water. Stonewall's nice.
Yeah.
And many more things to see and film. Yeah, it's not a matter of finding content while I'm out, while we're in Herman. It's the fact that
you haven't got enough time.
I haven't got enough time. I haven't got enough time to go out and actually go out and do some travelling, we're not going to have so many holidays this year is what I'm trying to say. So I asked work if I could have 6 months sabbatical, which is basically 6 months no paid, and they said no, but you can have 2 months as long as one of those months is all of your holiday. So it's not. So I thought, okay, that's not really what I asked for. I can see their point though, and of course they say that you're too valuable to do this, that, and the other, and I'm thinking
you're too valuable, but they won't pay you. For
but then if I left though, then they'd have a problem, wouldn't they? If that's the case, I don't believe it. There's many other people that are,
as good as you are.
Yeah.
They always say people are indispensable, don't they? Really.
On some messages. There you go. Cooking in Herman. Yeah, we did that, didn't we?
We've just done our poached egg and beans on toast.
We did a what is it? Oh, the one pot hot pot. Have you seen that? Who just asked for that? Simon Hackett. Have you seen the one pot hot pot that we did in France? And what job do I do? Peter asks. Well, my role is my title is senior consultant. Basically means my title. What I do is work with customers, doing some software writing, all that kind of stuff. It's programming and kind of thing, requirement gathering and project. It's a little bit of project management sometimes. So all the technical side of a computer project. That's what I do. Last year I had 9 months working from Letchworth. So Marco says work remote. Now, yes. So that is a great idea with only one problem. And that problem is Wi-Fi. I need, not only because of the channel and uploading videos, but also, while I'm on the computer, on my laptop, I need to be constantly connected to the internet so I can use the servers in the office
No, but if
or
you
in the
didn't-
customer's
if
office.
you went to a club site, didn't they have Wi-Fi and internet access?
Yeah, but I've got to pay for it.
Oh, I see. No, but if you did like a year payment, is it like £20 or £25? It'd work out.
I think it was
So bad.
20. I think camping. What are these called now? Caravan and motorhome club sites.
Yeah.
I think it was 20. I'm going to get this wrong.
We'll say £25.
It was like £25 for
Doesn't
20
matter.
gigs for the year, I think.
Yeah. So if you paid that one off, then you could go to as many as you wanted, couldn't you?
But they're not that fast. That's the thing.
Mm.
So I mean, my 4G thing in the van in Herman, little Herman, is faster than their network, their broadband. So you know, that's something you've got to think about. And it can't be just sitting there waiting for the internet to do its thing.
Yes.
So that's one thing. And I'm sure there's some stuff out there. And I guess I'd have to take a leap and say, okay, let's just kit this out with
Satellite.
solar
Solar panels.
panels and the Wi-Fi and all this kind of stuff. But I need a plan, don't I? I need some idea of what I'm going to do.
Ooh.
I guess my biggest worry is if I did quit my job and we went travelling and we had a great time. What happens afterwards? Should we worry about that? Getting a job, getting another, one of these job things, these J things. Things begin with Things begin with W. Now I think I've just missed some messages. Come on, screen. That's it. Cooking. What job do you do? Work remote. I think that's what I might have to do. My mum keeps telling me that. In fact, my mum says I'm having a midlife crisis. They've just moved. When was that? 2 years ago now.
So yeah, it's kind of sick.
They moved down to Devon. We love Devon and Cornwall.
But then
Maybe we should just do that this year. Just go to
them,
Cornwall.
What are you doing? And they're like, they don't seem to have any plans, do they? Now that they're retired?
So Douglas says, when are the Herman and the Hythe t-shirts and stickers coming out?
Ah, funny you should say that, because you did say, didn't you, the other week?
Yes, funny you should say that.
Some merchandise.
Sorry, just watching some ducks flying over. Funny you should say that. Now, if you watch other YouTubers, you might, and they're like really big, you may find that that they have merchandise, right? And I've always thought, well, if I ever get to that point where we have merch, that's what they call it. So that's what they call it, merch.
You've made it.
Then you've made it. But I suppose you have to sell them, right?
Yeah.
And I had this idea, although I don't think it's
and what would you
viable
want on the
really.
merchandise? Would you just want a picture of little Herman?
Well, I was
Or
thinking
would
of
you want a picture of ads?
I was thinking of the drawing that we had done.
Oh, right.
You remember the drawing, guys? Have you seen
Yeah.
that? So I was thinking of that picture there, or get another drawing done.
You could have 10 made and see if they fly off the
So
shelves.
the meetup that we're having, I was thinking, well, as a gift, I wasn't going to mention this, but now we brought it up. As a gift, should I get some stickers printed
As
off?
a gift for coming along.
Yeah, well, you just to say, look, I think we're going to be, doing some stuff like drinking and barbecues and cakes and coffees and all that kind of thing. And I'm trying to get the messages back up on the screen. It's not working. Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
So Carlos says, midlife crisis. We're both 34 and we seriously consider going full time.
Wow.
So does that mean, Carlos, that you were going to sell your house or your flat or whatever?
He's become become a millionaire already.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to work.
Yeah, that's right. So our what am I planning with that for? Our the flat MOT. The flat MOT. No, the flat mortgage is up next. The end of the year, I think. So it's very soon. So
He's coming back now.
that's one thing we could do. I'm just trying to look at these messages. Consider if we're going full time. Have you heard of F-I-R-E? No, what's that, Simon?
It's fire, isn't it?
Yeah, with a slash in between it, so it means something. No, don't do YouTube for money. That's so last week. You and your last Tuesdays and whatever. So yeah, so I got these. Thinking of creating a Patreon channel and what is it? Oh, hello, you're a bit close. And all this kind of stuff. We're missing the messages again. So Carlos doesn't do the YouTube stuff. It's got quite dull now. I think is my battery going? So Poshcat says I'm in Stratford upon Avon during your meet up. Trying to shake up my diary. Cool. So yeah, that'd be great if you could come along. I don't know. I'm gonna send out another video soon to say, don't forget it's what we're doing, and this is some bit more information and that kind of thing. Rent the flat out and use the money to financial travelling.
Well, I said that earlier, didn't I?
Oh, did you? That was from Peter. And then Carlos says, we live on a rented house. We were never crazy enough to marry the bank. Good point.
That's a good expression.
Yeah, marry the bank.
Or become a bank manager. That would be quite good, wouldn't it?
Become a bank manager?
Because you get paid well, don't you, working in a bank?
I do not know. Kind of avoided that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's it basically. Should we try to show you around the place?
Ooh.
Now, of course, I don't know how much credit I got left, but let's show you around. Okay. We're going to switch cameras now. There's my ugly mug. No ice cream. There's give us a wave more. There we go.
I can't see very well.
No, they've got the sun in them. What's for dinner tonight, Ads? Posh Cat's Camping says that.
We're going to have the chicken with the chilli sauce thing, aren't we? With the barbecue.
Oh, we're having a barbecue with cauliflower cheese. Grommet.
Are we?
Yeah. Are we not? Every time we say cheese, you've got to say grommet. So there is Herman. Little Herman. That was a zoom. Did you see how it zoomed? There's a zoom in. And yeah, I can't go too far away from Herman because the Wi-Fi is just in there. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't. It's just in there. But I shouldn't be showing you other people's vehicles. But I mean, can you see through there? Let's see if we can get from around here. Better angle. You can see just some vans through there, and then there's that where I was just so busy. Look at it over there. Let's just try to zoom in. Look at it over there. Heaving. It is heaving. Oh, let's press that button. There you go. So, there you have it. And of course you have over here, there's a reception. What's that?
He's back.
I'm back. Oh, I can't go too far, can I?
Oh.
I could give you a bit of a tour, but then I don't know what the network would be like with the caravan, the club site network. We're all nuts, aren't we?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, speak for myself. So, there you have it. So, we've got 28 people watching us.
Oh my goodness.
28 people. Let's just move that over there. That's it. Oh, that's just dropped. So it does. Where is everybody else? What are you up to? How is everybody?
I'm gonna try it sitting.
Do you have any? Just reading some. Oh, I've got some more messages here. I've missed a couple. What's that say? Well, Rick says, hi, yes, if you rent your flat, you will always have something to come back to.
Yeah.
Rich, P.S. Your wife and I love your videos. The wife and I, not your wife. Well, I'm pleased you enjoy them. Yeah, so renting out, the risk is, I suppose, if you rent your home out, then
If you want to come back.
if you want to come, well, yeah, if you want to come back, and of course, if you want to, if they damage the place,
Yeah.
you think, oh, you know, just fitted the bathroom or the kitchen or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you'd have specifications, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I suppose, but I mean, if someone damages it, but then you'd be out there in Morocco or whatever.
Yes, you wouldn't worry.
No, that's right, yeah. So, everybody. Oh, we got another message, hold on.
You run out of things to say.
I have run out of things to say, unless you can remind me what I was going to say earlier. Live in Exmouth. Oh, live in Exmouth. Live and live is the same word. Why is that? Live in Exmouth. It's so hot now. Off to Brittany in the van in June. Oh, stop it. Oh, Exmouth. Oh, yeah, we liked Exmouth, didn't we? What was that place we stayed in? Exmoor Hotel.
Oh, yes.
Exmoor Hotel, that's where we stayed.
That was it years and years ago.
Yeah, it was years and years ago. Well, if you don't, well, that's more or less where my mum and dad are, aren't they? They live in Barnstable. Well, if you don't change any, take a chance. If you don't change any, take a chance, do something different, then everything stays the same. Simon Hackett, you are right. And if you just let it plod along, you're going to be like retiring and you're not going to be able to do anything, you know. You could work on the campsite. Yeah, that's one thing as well. We could do that. You know, work on the campsite. I don't know if we can put up with cleaning the toilets though. Mowing the lawn, and we haven't got a lawn at home to practice on, let alone someone else's. Whew, it is warm. Landlording might not be everyone's cup of tea, but where did I go? Everyone's cup of tea, but I've lost it. Everyone's cup of tea, but I'm sure, like most things, the majority of rentals work out just fine. Yeah. Sat watching Tour de Yorkshire as we live here, but working all weekend, so enjoying yourself. Enjoy yourself. Does that make sense? Sat watching Tour de Yorkshire. Oh, the Tour de Yorkshire. Right. Okay. Yeah, I got you. As we live here. I'm following you. Apologies. But working all weekend, so enjoying yourself. And then we are following you from Spain. Looks like you have better weather than... Really?
I thought it was meant to be hotter over there.
I thought Spain... Well, when I looked at the weather, there's a big open space of hot weather. And then there was it was going around the British Isles, a cloud, and all that cold stuff. You're right over there. You need a hat on to block your...
Possibly.
Yes.
We've been not plagued. We've suddenly got lots of people around us, haven't we?
Yes, playing lots of ball games around here at the moment. I'll just show you that.
It was all quiet a minute ago.
Yeah, everyone wants to be on television. Somebody playing badminton, I think it is, and then there's throwing ball or whatever that is. Oh, it's one of those bomb things. But I was going to show you all the campsite, but of course, the problem there is the Wi-Fi. One thing I would like to know is, before I start reading the comments, I might have brought this up before, but do you guys prefer the live videos or the not live videos? In other words, where there's editors. That's a new word. Editors. Where I've edited it. Because here's the thing, right? So way back, many seconds ago, many minutes ago, at Hythe in February, March, I did a video of the whole weekend. That's got about 1,500 views, which is great. But the live one, March live, it's got over 2,500, I think. So is live more interesting? I don't know. You let me know, because I mean, we could probably do a lot more of those, couldn't we? I think when we were around France, it was quite popular. Loads of messages I've missed now. Hold on a moment. We're following you from Spain. At home with kids and grandkids with Barbie. Who's Barbie? I know who Barbie is. Going to Skipsea next week at Mr. Moo's Ice Cream Parlour.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Moo's Ice Cream Parlour. I have to get it's just reception sell ice creams. I have to get a Magnum or something. Oh, I just realised we ain't got any beer in the fridge. Poshcat says, I am working 4 night shifts this weekend. Work gets in the way of motorhoming. Tell me about it. 27 degrees here in Lisbon. I see, that's why you're saying come to Portugal, because you're in Portugal. That's Carlos. I don't know how hot it is here. I have no idea. It's just, well, it's not 27, is it?
No.
It's more like 22.
Early 20s, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a nice breeze as well, a nice cooling breeze.
Well, sometimes.
I guess it's because we're on the. Ah, yes, you did say that this is cooler than it is at home, didn't you not? Yeah. Have you come across? Oh man, have you come across our tour before? I think I have seen. Yeah, that was when they were in the Hythe. I saw some of their videos. Is that right? I got the right people. There's so many YouTube travel people, isn't there? I didn't realise how many there were. It's like every time I go online, I find that someone else is both good. I guess that means, yes, both good. Everyone's both good. Does that mean live and the videos? Rob Cludge, plenty of ice cream there. Oh, he's one compliments the other. Oh, good. Okay, I like both, but the planned and edited are better as they show specific things you are doing or play. Yes, that's what I thought. And of course, I can have a bit more fun with it. Really, I can make put music to it for one thing, and have it. You've seen them, you know what I mean. Don't just come here in July or August unless you. Well, this is it. We went to Portugal, didn't we, many moons ago?
Yes.
We went to
It's so
Albufeira
hot, isn't it?
in October, wasn't it? We went in October.
Yeah, I think it was in the end.
We went in October to Albufeira, and it was warm then, wasn't it? We were
Yeah.
Scorchio. Yeah, very hot.
Not good at the heat.
And it was. We don't normally like big beaches, but it had to be beach weather because it's just so too hot to do anything else. So Douglas then says, "Oh, scrolled. Is your wife on the other side of the campsite? have you upset your wife? Well, so she's just here.
It's because we've got a
Where is she?
table in the middle of us.
Yes, there's a table which I'm putting my drink on. And by the way, we're not married. Oh, I just spoke into the speaker. The microphone's over here. Hopefully that came out. Going to Portugal in 5 weeks.
Oh dear.
Yes. So, okay, so wow, 45 minutes we've been streaming. I don't know if that's been lots of and ahs and whatever, but I think we've been having a good conversation here. Albufeira, yeah, that's the way you spell it, yeah. Albufeira, or the seaside in Algarve, is not Portugal. I don't scroll. Is not Portugal, is something else. Yes, I think you're saying that Portugal is just not Albufeira and the beach, right? I think that's what you're saying.
Quite touristy, was it?
Mm. Yeah, that is right. However, we did go on that excursion up that river. The river that splits Spain and Portugal. Very nice, that was.
Sardines on the barbecue.
Sardines.
It was on the river between Spain and Portugal, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was a hot day, wasn't
That
it?
was
Do you
hot
remember?
in October.
And then did we all plunge into a swimming pool or something? I seem to remember we all...
Swimming pool?
Down.
No, I don't remember a swimming pool. No, Guadiana. Oh, wait a minute. Guadiana. That rings a bell. What does that mean, Guadiana? That's not no. Carlos, I'm forgetting my Portuguese from way back then. Obrigado. Guadiana. Is that a place where we went? Guadiana. That rings a bell. That does ring a bell. I think it's in the video I made. In fact, that was the first video, not on this channel, my other channel. I ever put any dialogue to, any commentary on it. Did that afterwards. Anyway, that's boring. It's the river. Yes, that's it. So it's the river. Yes, that's the right. So everybody else knows. Such a long time ago when we did that. 2017 one.
It's only last year.
No, it was a good few years ago now, at least 10. Off to Brittany in 3 weeks, hoping to stay at the same campsite in Quimper that you stayed in. Looks lovely. Trying to remember the campsite now.
It was the Orangery, wasn't it?
Oh!
Beautiful campsite,
yeah. Lots of shade, if I remember.
Well, we were nearly the only one there. Well, most of them were at the other end, weren't they? But it had a chateau, didn't it? And then you can walk into town.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry to get a bus or
yeah, you can walk from there.
Did
we walk? Oh, we did walk.
We did
yes.
walk in. Again, another video.
Come out of the campsite, turn left. Well, you're still in the campsite, you turn left, didn't you?
Just before
I'm sure.
the reception, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We take you there, but you know.
This is what? Everyone's going away except us.
Oh goodness. Well, maybe they could do a video for you, Anne.
Oh, that'd be great.
They'll become your assistant.
Yeah. Just do the filming, I'll do everything else.
Do the filming, he'll put it on his website. Bob's your uncle.
Hi, so Sean says, hi from Ireland. Love watching your videos. Why not try the Wild Atlantic Way? Hold on. Wild Atlantic Way on the west coast. It's stunning and easy to get to.
Ooh.
The Wild Atlantic Way. So this is that island, is it? I know Devon and Cornwall have the Atlantic Way. Atlantic something. So the Wild Atlantic. In fact, maybe we should just go island. Forget you. Let's just go island. Because we can go through Wales. You like Wales?
Yeah.
Go from, Holyhead, maybe even stop off halfway to the Isle of Man. Isle of Man. Say hello. Decisions, guys. €500 ferry is a killer. Because of the cost or because it's the cattle ferry? I know many motorcyclists have gone to the TT racing on the Isle of Man and said that's a bad ferry. Just not very pleasant. These people going on holiday, and we're not going on holiday until September. We have no idea where we're going yet.
Well, maybe you could go with them as you go.
You don't want to come along. It's just pricey. I think is that €500 for the motorhome then? Because a ferry with a motorhome are always expensive because they do the sizes, don't they, and the height. It's the height, I think, that really gets it.
They do make it a lot more expensive.
Yes, I mean getting into France is like £100, maybe a little bit more. Calais is about £100, I think, maybe £120. Roscoff was a bit more than that because you had to. It's an overnight, so you have to get a cabin or whatever. But yeah, both Senna and Irish ferry, yes. So Sean suggested Ireland, and then Simon knows all the pricing. Okay. So, right, I think we've got lots to think about, haven't we?
You have?
And Marco's just chipped in and said, Barcelona to Rome, great. What does that say? Barcelona to Rome, was that 211, done twice this year. Barcelona to Rome. Yeah, but we're not in Barcelona, Marco, or even in Rome.
England.
But if you use Tesco vouchers to pay for it, in total, well, I live in Ireland. Oh, okay, Simon lives in Ireland as well, and Carlos looks like it. Carlos said, something is glaring on the screen now. Keep the spirit. We like it. Oh, hello, it's gone again. We like it that way. Try the Netherlands next holidays. Maybe. I have to get back to work now. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye, Carlos. Thank you very much for watching.
Get back to work.
And Netherlands was one of our other,
It was,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Up in that direction. So we might have to toss a coin or something though.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, Lake District, done that a couple of times. So I think though, coming up to an hour on this live stream, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's completely unplanned really. I did have a list of things I wanted to say, but I don't know what they were now.
That sums you up.
Yeah, that's right. So
Bon voyage.
yes, we're going to be signing off now. So thank you very much for watching. There's my salute. So she's going to do a salute. Is she going to salute? And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification, and share with your best buddies and all the social media sites. All right then, thank you. Bye bye now.